are on the set, one of the sets of Boom America with Kevin Harrington, but I think we should rebrand it just for this. This is going to be Boom America with
Larry Ward,
Laura Betterly,
and the one and only Kyle Reyes. So, you should probably tell them who you are, I guess, besides just your name, right?
Oh, well, okay, so I'm one of the 18 members for Boom America. I have an agency called Yada Yada Marketing, and I'm here hanging out with my buds trying to figure out what we're doing next year.
And another OG.
it's our OG, Larry Ward. I'm with Market Rhythm. We build marketing technology.
So, here on the set of Boom America with Kevin Harrington, but really it's Boom America with Laura today.
Well, it's and Kyle. Let's be real. It's a great experience, and I think it's not just a great experience for us, but I think it's a great experience for your companies. They're really they're getting insight that they wouldn't be able to get themselves. They're gonna get. They're in their own heads. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if you look at my stuff and you go, "Oh, Laura, you missed a blah blah blah," or I could, or I do that for you. This is a whole scale doing that for guys who've had their blinders in their direction and still are kind of treading water and not making it work, or making it work but need to make it work better. This is a great opportunity for them to get so many different viewpoints, because your specialty is not my specialty and vice versa.
Well, I think one of the things that helps too is that, Kevin Harrington has put together a team, not of people who are hungry to steal from others, but we've all been blessed to have built our businesses to a certain level that we don't need to fight it out.
No.
We're not doing this for business. We're doing this because we believe in giving back. We believe in helping.
And I agree. But like I said, I walked into this not sure, not 100% sure. I mean, I've known Bob for a long time. And Kevin, I've worked with him on different projects over the years. But, it's kind of like, first day of school. You walk in with your lunchbox, and you got your best little suit on or whatever. And, and the first kid looks at you and sticks his tongue out, and you start crying, So it was just kind of nice to not have to worry about that. And now that we're doing this multiple times, it just feels really good.
So I'm here with Laura Betterly at the set of Boom America.
Great.
And Laura is like myself. I can't believe we haven't met until we met at Boom America. We're in the same business, been in the same business since the 90s. I'm sure in the show we've mentioned a bunch of times that you were one of the innovators of email marketing, and and had some pejorative. They used that pejorative word. What was that called?
Oh, they called me the spam.
There you go.
That's so funny. Well, I'll tell you what happened. It was probably one of the smarter things I've ever done, because I had PC DJ as the first dual MP3 player for DJs. Right, it was a great product. I worked with rock stars like
You were pre-Napster.
Almost during the same time. During the same time. And we worked with MP3.com and a whole bunch of other things. And I left, and it got just too corporate, and everybody wanted to be in the music business. And I was just like, this started in my kitchen.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, when I'd come back from being on tour, there'd be like 30 people. They'd be like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm the president." Like, who are you? I'm the head of content on Tuesday. When I was like during the .com days, it just pissed away money on stupid stuff. And that was part of it. So anyway, I left. When I did an analysis of what actually made money with PC DJ, had nothing to do with software. Nothing to do with software sales whatsoever. You know when they buy? Email lists. We had 1 million people on the email list, and we used to rent out, the people like snowboards and mixtapes and all this other stuff. And we made a majority of money on the email list. So at that time, I had a friend, Stu Showerman, who had at that time was Sunbelt Software. He ended up opening up KnowBe4, which is a very big company now. And he had a list called the WinXP list. And that's how old it is. Okay, WinXP. Does anybody know what that is anymore? And basically, I said, "How much for the list?" And he said, $250,000. I was like, "Well, I don't have $250,000. So I went ahead and said, "Well, if I could sell the list, I could keep a copy of it, right?" So I went out and tried to sell a list. I had Bob working with me at this time looking at this. But what I ended up doing is I found another guy with a similar list, and I brokered a trade, and I ended up with one of the largest databases in the country. because I had like 100 million, 150 million emails. That's just early 2000s. So now I've got all these emails. I learned how to mail. I know Outlook, okay? I know a little bit about database or whatever. So we figured out, we started making some real money. Like, for example, like we had we were just an affiliate on a spyware program, and we ended up moving that, sending out an email on that. I mean, I went to the movies and made like 30 grand a night because we used the subject line, "They know where you've been," which is just the best subject line ever. Until we got shut down. And I was like, well, how did it get shut down? I'm not breaking any laws, right? But what happened was the internet service providers had terms and conditions that superseded any law, right? So they could shut you down no matter what. I've done a lot of deep dive into AI, and I really like it. I know a lot of guys are fearful of it. It's like a really smart assistant. And if you give your smart assistant really good instructions, you'll get really good output, right? It's not going to take your job because you got to be able to discern what is good and what's not. You give it a prompt and you get crappy output and you use it. Like Kyle was talking to me, he was like, and somebody sent me an email, I know it was ChatGPT. But then I also realized that there are a lot of people who are afraid of AI and want to use it maybe to make a little more money and to level the playing field. Because the one thing I always love about the internet is it leveled the playing field. Like, if you are smart and you work, you can do something, and you don't have to be General Electric or this or that. It levels the playing field.
How can people learn more about you? Shameless plug.
Oh, shameless plug. Okay, laurabetterly.com. It's pretty simple.
Oh, you got a branded personal website.
I do. I mean, I have Yada Yada Marketing, which is my agency, but laurabetterly.com. You can message me very easily, or you can find me on Facebook too.